Good afternoon, respected panelists and dear doctors. I am Ragee Ramakrishnan, here to present a paper titled Post-Disaster Crisis Management through Homeopathy, PDCMH, a model for managing psychological impacts of individuals exposed to landslides at Wayanad district, Kerala. Introduction. There were 42% above normal rainfall reported in August 2018 in Kerala. A series of landslides occurred in the western Ghats in Idukki, Wayanad, Palakkad and Kozhikode districts. Pordhana Grama Panchayat affected massively in Wayanad district. 13 wards troubled with flood and landslides. 2,800 people suffered, 84 houses completely and 400 houses partially demolished. 34 individuals became homeless and landless. Valiyavara and Amara are areas affected with landslides. Massive destruction reported from both areas associated with landslides. People from all segments of life reported with both physical and psychological issues. Females and children reported with more psychological issues. Objectives. The study has two objectives. First one, the study was done to explore psychosomatic symptoms, and second one is to find out the efficacy of PDCMH program. These are the photographs of the landslides occurred at Valiyavara and Amara and the medical camps conducted at Valiyavara LP School. This is the flow chart of the PDCMH execution. First, a pilot study was done as an initial survey, and a training session was given to the doctors, psychologists and the volunteers at GHMC Calicut and Valiyavara LP School. Then entering the main study, then homeopathy consultation was done with PDCMH homeopathy case record and medicinal assistance was given, and the needed cases were sent to the psychologist for psychological consultation with the PDCMH psychology case record and PSS checklist, and psychotherapeutic assistance were given, and the review was done for 3 months. Post-disaster crisis management through homeopathy, PDCMH. This is a service program developed for post-disaster crisis management. A pilot study has been conducted initially. A multi-professional team consists of homeopathic physicians, clinical psychologists and local volunteers. Training given to the entire team at GHMC Calicut and at the campsite. The program was executed by Research in Homeopathy and funded by National Ayush Mission and Government Homeopathic Medical College, Kozhikode. Both homeopathic and psychotherapeutic interventions provided together. Review services for 3 months. Homeopathic medicines used were Aconitum, Gersinium, Pulsatilla, Laxus, Natramur, Phosphorus, Ignatia, Azalban, and so on. Psychotherapeutic methods used were solution-focused brief therapy, including miracle questioning and scaling method. The study has 2 phases. The first one is quasi-experimental, which is descriptive to find out the symptoms of the affected persons. And the second one is the experimental, which is interventional to find out the efficacy of PDCMH program. The next shows the flow chart, sampling procedure. Total number of participants attended PDCMH is 298. Number of participants sought psychological assistance was 75. Number of participants after exclusion were 70. Quasi-experimental study phase 1. Design quasi-experimental. Samples participants with psychological issues. Sampling method purposive. Size 70. Tools PDCMH case records. Statistical test. Descriptive statistics. Independent t-test. Distribution of participants. The participants were categorized into 3 according to sex, exposure and age. There were 18 male patients and 52 female patients. There were 10 victims and 60 witnesses. And among the age group, there were 4 groups. 1 to 20 years, there were 31 participants. From 21 to 40 years, there were 15 participants. From 41 to 60 years, there were 16 participants. And from 61 to 80 years, there were 8 participants. These are the result of the first objective, that is the symptoms observed, which includes altogether 47 symptoms, including fear of rain, sleeplessness, anxiety about future, feel sad, choking, shivering, burning chest, vertigo, tightness of muscles, suicidal ideations, palpitations, numbness of body, flashback events, fear of darkness, increased perspiration, fear of alone, poor memory, slurred speech, fear of sound, anxiety about financial ruin, appetite decreased, loss of memory, breathing difficulty, irritability, buried in thoughts, intolerance of pain, want solitude, weeping mood, dreams disturbed, dreams hollows, sounds recurring, desire washing, selective mutism, stomach upset, fear of death, dreams of disaster, anxiety about health, headache, vomiting, thirstlessness or thirstiness, hypervigilance, unable to study, fear back home, tiredness, hopelessness, bedwetting and fear of reoccurrence. The entire symptom was then used to make a psychosomatic symptom checklist, and for that the entire symptom was categorized into 3. Internalizing symptoms, externalizing symptoms and somatic symptoms. There were 18 internalizing symptoms including anxiety, fear, depressive and dreams. The anxiety about future, about financial ruin, about health and about flashback events. The participants had fear of rain, weather, fear of darkness, fear of being alone, fear of sound, fear of death, fear back home, and fear of reoccurrence. They presented with the depressive symptoms of feeling sad, hopelessness, desire, solitude, and suicidal thoughts. There were dreams of disaster, dreams of horrors, and disturbed dreams. Externalizing symptoms were irritability, weeping tendency, washing tendency, slurred speech, buried in thoughts, selective mutism, hypervigilance, unable to study, bedwetting, anorexia, thirstlessness, altered sleep, and memory problems. Somatic symptoms presented were choking, shivering, burning chest, vertigo, tightness of muscles, palpitation, numbness of body, increased perspiration, burning vertex, dyspnea, intolerance of pain, stomach upset, headache, vomiting, tiredness. Each symptom, if present, were given 1 mark. And independent sample t-test was done to find the difference of psychosomatic score between male and female, also among the exposure group. And also internalizing symptom score was also studied among the exposure groups. For the sex, t-value was minus 2.266, which is significant at the level of p-value 0.05. And among the exposure group, the t-value was 2.675, p-value significant at the level of 0.01. And for the internalizing symptom score among exposure groups, the t-value was 2.363, which is significant at the level of 0.05. Results: the psychosomatic score among sex, the female presented the 5.22 mean greater than male value of 3.72, and the score among exposure group victims presented with 6.80 mean value greater than witnesses value of 4.55. Among the internalizing symptoms of victims, it is greater than 4, which is greater than the witness value of 2.45. Then coming to the second study, experimental study, phase 2, design. One group before after design samples participants with psychological issues, sampling method purposive, inclusion criteria with at least 1 review, size 18, tools PDCMH, case record, psychosomatic symptom checklist technique, post-disaster crisis management through homeopathy PDCMH, statistical test, descriptive statistics, paired t-test. Distribution of participants. The participants, there were 2 male patients and 16 female patients, and the age was also grouped. From 1 to 20 years, 8 participants, 21 to 40 years, 3 participants, 41 to 60 years, 5 participants, from 61 to 80 years, 2 participants. Results: paired sample t-test was done. Pre-post test mean value was 3.61, which is significant at the level of 0.000. This shows the graphical representation of the result. The red value indicates the pre-value with the green line indicating the post value. Discussion. There were 47 psychological symptoms observed among individuals affected the landslides at Pordana Grama Panchayat. Psychosomatic symptom checklist has been developed. The psychosomatic symptoms found a significant difference among males and females. Females are more affected than males. There were significant difference exist among victims and witnesses on psychosomatic symptoms. Victims are more affected than witnesses. The internalizing symptoms, anxiety, fear, depression, and dreams are significantly different among victims and witnesses. Victims are more affected with internalizing symptoms than witnesses. PDSMH pre-post test score shows significant difference at p-value 0.000 level. The PDCMH is effective for managing psychosomatic symptoms observed among individuals at Pordana Grama Panchayat, Wayanad. Summary and conclusion. Findings. Psychosomatic symptoms checklist has been developed. Females are more psychologically affected with the landslides. Victims are more psychologically affected with the landslides, and internalizing symptoms are more with them. PDCM's program was effective for managing psychosomatic symptoms of individuals affected with the landslides at Pordana Grama Panchayat. PDCMH is a model for post-disaster crisis management. Limitations. The entire affected population could not be mobilized for the camp. Less number of individuals reviewed regularly. Suggestion for further research. Psychosomatic symptom checklist should be standardized to a tool. An extensive qualitative study is recommended. References and acknowledgements. Mr. A.K. Shashindran, MLA, Kalpata. Mr. Keshavendra Kumar, IAS, Director, National Ayush Mission. Dr. K.L. Babu, Principal, Government Homeopathic Medical College, Calicut. Mr. Prasad, President, Pordana Grama Panchayat. Mr. James, Ward Member, Pordana Grama Panchayat. Dr. Anita, TC. Dr. Ashida, Hasina, Shija, Shalu, Raihanat, Nasima, volunteers. Dr. Radesh Kumar, PHF, PG students, interns and students, Unit KGHMOA Calicut, DMO Office, Wayanad and staff, Medical Officers and NHM Medical Officers, Wayanad, members, Research in Homeopathic Kerala. Funding. The program was funded by National Ayush Mission through Government Homeopathic Medical College, Kozhikode in 2018. Thank you.